Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland, and our World of War series on the channel. And in the last episode, well, we had a plan laid out to try to take control of Istanbul and potentially Cape Town, but unfortunately it fell through. We had some issues like marauders attacking us, and I think it was either Ottawa or Lisbon. I think it was Lisbon actually. That was also giving us a little bit of trouble. So either way, we are going to have to kind of reassess what we're doing, and I think right now, so as you can see, Noth is getting attacked by Callan. I actually think they have 7 soldiers. Callan has like 10. So I think they can probably defend this on their own, actually. But we do have Gorno that is going to be attacked by Cape Town. So I think we're going to need to defend this. I also think we're going to do something a little cheeky. I think we are actually going to try to push Moscow here into becoming one of our vassals. We're going to send a messenger to do this. And the reason for this is that they are already Varns, of course. They're right here in the corner of the map. They're pretty well populated. And I think having them on our sides would actually be pretty good. They'll dislike us a little bit at first, but I think we should be able to make them like us pretty easily. And that will make us even stronger so that we can hopefully start to get ready to take Rome. The problem is Rome or London, either one of these, if we try to take them. London has walls, of course, and Rome has 27 soldiers. I think either one of these, we would probably need at least double the forces, and we would probably still lose probably a lot of soldiers. So I think that it's going to need to be a little bit more time before we get super aggressive with these guys. We may even be better off trying to force like London into neutrality somehow. But right now that's not going to work out. Now we also have this loan with Paris. I think we're just going to go ahead and actually pay this off now. I don't really want to have it looming over our heads or anything. So we'll pay that off as well. And we're going to send aid here. And we will probably send, oh, I wanted to send Beta, but she has an inflamed wound. So I guess we're going to have to send Dana then. Okay. And we'll keep any of these soldiers back that have inflamed wounds as well. And let's see. We'll keep this guy back as well. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's a full squad there, and we'll just auto it and create and send Dana on her way. Now, I would like to actually send a second squad here, but we really can't do that at the moment. Yeah, we just can't. We will hire this prisoner, though. There we go. So hopefully Moscow will just submit to us. If they do, that is going to be a very, very big boon for us, I think. Noth, they should be fine. If we do lose them, though, we can just take them right back, pretty much. And then that will also tick me off enough to go ahead and take care of Callan over here. And I do think we will probably leave Brussels for now. There's really no reason to take them. They're Caden. They'll just kind of be difficult, and they're all on their own anyways. So even if Brussels and Callan came together and became one state, I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. Now, it's a good thing I didn't send that second force because the ragged people are approaching, and I didn't even see this message because I was too busy talking to you guys. But we are going to have to be dealing with them in about 24 hours, so we need Beta to rest up and everything like that. I think Edric is going to be very, very close to turning 18, and then we can turn him into a lord. And he could command another army. He's only got 4 command skill, but it's good enough. And even Neptera can actually, and she should probably actually be our defender. As far as command skill goes, we should probably have her leading squads whenever we're defending, so that'll be an option. And then if Beta isn't doing any better by the time that they get here, maybe just have Edric take care of a second squad. Okay, now as you can see, Edric has become a lesser lord here. Everybody's in their kind of funeral gowns here. I don't know who died. Oh, it looks like our priest actually died. Okay, that's interesting. But either way, we're going to go ahead and I guess they're going to probably do that funeral first, but we will grant a title to Edric. And as you can see, he has 10 intelligence skill, absolutely incredible. 13 in persuasion, 15 in manners. He's going to be a great king for us whenever Neptera actually dies, which hopefully is going to be a while away. She is only 43 years old. So he is going to just kind of be great at everything in the meanwhile, and we can send him off to do things. Manners is a good skill to have, just to also make the priest like him, which will be good. But But either way, we're going to grant that title to him. And then we also have, let's say, we have a request for assistance. This is for forest bandits. We could just take this out. Actually, I don't think Dana can take this out herself. We'll just wait for the ragged ones to attack us, and then we'll probably defend Paris. And then when these bandits attack and we inevitably defeat them, we can go and attack the bandit camp and get rid of it that way. There's also this, looks like Lisbon is going to be attacking another one of our villages, so okay, we might actually have to defend this first and hope that Paris can just survive against those bandits, which they should be able to. I would just like to help them so that we could go take out those bandits immediately after, but we have to worry about our own, you know, things at home first. Okay, now it seems that we can actually turn Edric into a puppet of Neptera. I don't see any reason not to do this, really. It should just make him, you know, kind of immune to being an irritating politician, so that's a good idea. We could also marry him to Beta, but I think we're going to go ahead and not do that, because I think she is right about to go through menopause anyways, so she won't bear any children for Edric. And also, we may still eventually want to send her off to one of these abandoned cities. The issue is that she's carrying some kind of crucial knowledge for us right now. Or actually, maybe that's just Dana. Hold on, is that just Dana? I thought Beto was carrying some important knowledge, but I guess maybe she isn't. So actually, we could send her off. Yeah. So the only real use for her right now is the command stuff. So basically, Dana's going to die probably pretty soon, so we'll want to hang on to Beta until we can find a better commander at least. Or if we can increase Edric's skill at command, then he could replace Beta in that sense. But either way, we're going to need to actually figure out Dana's knowledge, because she has quite a lot of stuff, and she is getting pretty old, so we're going to need to figure that out soon. Okay, now since Dana is probably going to die before she is done fully campaigning around the map and everything, we're probably just going to need to move all of our management stuff over to somebody else. I think what we're going to do, we're going to have Beta do this stuff up here. Yeah, just these fields and stuff, and then we will have Edric take care of almost everything else that isn't close enough to Neptera. And actually, we may try to split some things up a little bit better as well, so maybe this stuff over to Edric as well. Yeah, there we go. So that's, what, 7 things that he's managing. We'll do these 2 as well, and we will move these over to Neptera. And is there anything else I'm missing? This is for some reason on Dana. I don't know how that even happened. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good split so that Edric can start to get some experience and everything and all of his other skills. And this should also diversify everything so that Neptera isn't, you know, swarmed with things to do all the time. Okay, now the ragged ones are attacking the city, and it looks like, I can't even see the squad over there, but let's see this one. It looks like most of them are going to be this direction. So we'll go ahead. Beta can't move. She, for some reason, is having some trouble actually sleeping. I think she slept a lot of the day, but she still is just exhausted. I don't really know what that's about. Either way, we'll have to do Neptera here, and people still have inflamed wounds. What I did was I went ahead and I put loyalists onto all of our alchemy labs, so that hopefully they will actually do a little bit better of a job creating the medical cells, but we'll have to see if that actually works out. And we'll have Edric take care of this squad. Doesn't look like everybody's going to have weapons, unfortunately. That's a little worrisome, but hopefully it will be enough. So we'll send Edric off this way, hoping that that is the bigger squad, and we will send Neptera off this way. Okay, it looks like, hilariously, as you can see, the ragged ones got into a fight with this wolf, which is actually distracting them, and it looks like they are actually getting kind of whooped here, hilariously enough, since they only have their fists and daggers. That is, yeah, that is actually working out pretty well. I guess a few of them do have maces and spears, but even still. Now, as well, it looks like Neptera is almost over here. And we also have, this is probably the fight at Gorno, I'm guessing? Yes, it looks like it is. So, 14 from Cape Town here. And let's say there's 34 in total in Gorno, so hopefully this will be easy enough, but they are pretty strong, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But let's finish up here first. So Edric, actually, I don't even know if they lost a single soldier to that. Doesn't look like they did, but maybe they did. It looks like they're going this direction, so hopefully they stay away from our mine. I would prefer that not to get destroyed. Okay, maybe we should have them run after these guys. There we go. Okay, let's speed up slightly, but not too much. And we did pull that other squad, it looks like. Yes, okay, good. Now, I could have used the archer towers, but honestly, I prefer to just get in close and just take care of these guys so that they don't end up getting distracted and go after any of our buildings. But we're almost done with Neptera's fight here. Looking pretty good, okay. And we'll send her up here. It doesn't look like she's good. Yeah, she won't be needed. So we'll just disband that. Let Edric finish up here. Perfect. Okay. I think that is everything. Apparently somebody did go into that tower. That's fine. Okay, everything worked out for us there. Luckily for us. And let's go ahead and see about this fight now. It looks like the balance of power is quite heavily in our favor here. They do have 3 squads, and they have a pretty okay mood. We have a much better mood. And hilariously, we have like 3,051.3 golden equipment. I don't know how that happened, but that's pretty hilarious. Okay, let's just let them come on over. We're not going to engage until our friendly squad here. Actually, I would like to move backwards a little bit. And then we're going to hit stay in the back on Dana here. Okay, she's engaged. There we go. There's 1 death already. And that was the ruler of Mecca, too. That's perfect. And we can go ahead and take off. Stand back. I just don't want her to die from the battle itself if we can help it. But I mean, you know, it's not too big of a deal if she does. She is 70 years old, 69 years old. So if she dies, she dies. But I would prefer to keep her around a little while longer, just due to the fact that she has a very strong command skill. That's really it. Because once she dies, we'll only have Beta, so I would prefer to have 2. But either way, that went pretty well for us, I would say. And we may, let's see, can we... Oh, 37%. Oh no. Well, we're not going to do that. And as I thought, Noth survived the attack from Kalen pretty easily. Moscow still hasn't decided if they're going to join us yet. I hope they will just capitulate. We'll just go ahead and have Dana, I think go and help Paris on the way home. And then we're going to need to go to Dunwich. That's going to be the next thing. We'll probably just have to have Edric do it because Neptera has things that she needs to get done. And this is more in Edric's realm at this point. So we'll go ahead. Edric, we'll send you... Oh, I didn't even realize I messed up a little bit there. That's the only thing. I'm going to go ahead and just keep these guys back anyways. Just because they have these injuries. We'll just pretty much send everybody. I mean, we already dealt with the ragged ones. We haven't seen anything about any marauders. So we should be okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So go and defend that, Edric. And otherwise we're looking pretty good. This was Lisbon, right? Yes, it is. How's Lisbon looking right now? 25 soldiers, okay. And Rome? 19, okay. Well, this may be possible to actually take care of soon, but we're going to need to keep adding prisoners and things like that into our army. We probably need, like I said, at least double. So we would want to send like a squad of 40 at least. And we may still have heavy casualties, so maybe even 50. Okay, so Moscow did decide to join us. That is absolutely perfect. They're going to give us 126 in tribute. Happy about that. And of course, that's more market saturation for us, or less, I suppose. And Lisbon is coming to attack now. They've got 13 soldiers? Yes, okay. And we have 20. As soon as Edric decides to actually leave, that would be perfect if he would. Let's actually look here. So, is she still exhausted? It looks like she's not now. Maybe we should just disband this and have Beta take control of it. The issue is, this is going to be 7 hours away. By the time he gets out, I think he's going to still need like 5 hours or so to get over to Dunwich. could be a little bit risky, but I think we're going to do it. I really, really hope that, oh, look at that. He has a 14 command skill. He must have, yeah, he's got an inspiration right now. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that then. Let's see. We'll still send her, though. We'll send her in the actual squad, then. Okay, there we go. So hopefully we can still make it here in time. They are going to have to reassemble and everything, though. Okay, so on the inspiration, I had to check because, as you can see, all skills have been increased by 5. Wasn't his command skill just at 4, though? But it's giving him, it looks like plus 10. But then on combat, not plus 10. I don't really know what's up with that. Unless he just gained a whole bunch of command skill just from that little fight with the ragged ones. I guess that must be the case. We'll have to see what it looks like after the inspiration is gone, though. Okay, so we've arrived here at Dunwich, and we're ready to attack, and it looks like they are actually better than us, somehow. I don't really understand how. We have a pretty big force and everything, and still pretty strong as well, so it could just be equipment, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like they all pretty much are armored pretty well. So this could be a little bit dangerous. I really hope we don't end up losing this. We definitely want to be careful here with Edric. We'll hit stay in the back on him right now. I would like it if you would move this way, actually, Edric. Just a little bit too close for comfort there. Go ahead and run on in. Beta is a part of this as well. Hopefully she doesn't die. That would not be good. She's not injured. How's Edric doing? He's not injured, but he is exhausted. Or sleepy. And malnourished. I don't know how this keeps happening with a lot of our lords, where they get malnourished, and they just refuse to eat on their own, and I often have to do it manually. So, that's a problem. But either way, this has not been much of an issue. I don't know why the Fountain Pals were saying it was, but it was not. So, that's good. Now, I don't think we killed, like, their leader or anything like that, no. But this does make them quite weak. Rome could have been a target, but, unfortunately, they are a little bit stronger now, and since we have Dana going to... Well, I guess she's not going to Paris anymore. I guess that attack fell through or something? Oh, okay. So they must have won on their own. 62%. Should we try that? We could even have Paris join, but then they would be exempt from tributes. We don't really want to have that. Let's see. We could just have Edric go over there as well. And then we could attack this one on the way back. There's 8 soldiers there. Okay, let's do that. We'll deal with the traitor in a second here. Let's go ahead and send these. Attack, Dana, Edric. Perfect. Okay. Take care of that. And then we'll go to the traitor. Okay, so here we are, and let's see. 646 tribute from vassals. That is never going to get old. I absolutely love getting so much money like that. And we actually have a few extra medical salves here, which is quite nice as well. Now, I don't think we can get rid of any books. In fact, I looked, and Dana has a few knowledges that are only hers that we also don't even have the book for. I don't know if I sold them. I don't remember selling them, but it was Alchemy Lab, Fresh Start, and the other one was Flavorful Ale. I think we might have actually sold that one on purpose, sort of. But yeah, they aren't even here anyways. We'll need to check out these prisoners in a second. We'll buy these maces. We're going to buy a few tools. Yeah. Maybe even 10 tools. And let's see. Anything else? No, that looks pretty good. So we're actually just breaking even because of all those tools. Oh yeah, the price is increased. Okay, we'll just wait. We don't need them right this second. I didn't realize the price was increased on that, so we'll just take the money for now. And the reason actually that we want them is to upgrade our alchemy labs. Because we're going to have 5 of them, but to upgrade them will increase the actual production speed, which will be pretty good. Whoops, wrong thing. Because, as you can see, they basically produce 1 per day, which is absolutely terrible. And even with 5 of them, that's only 5 medical salves per day. I really think that they lowered the rates on this, or it's glitched, or something like that. We're going to need that increased speed for sure, so we're going to need 25 total tools. Okay, now, since we did manage to get Moscow, I'm thinking we may actually take Kalen next. They are Tanea, so they aren't going to be too big of an issue to have in our kingdom. And it will increase us even more on the tributes. We're going to go ahead and demand vassalage. We'll again just send, we'll just use the paper to send a messenger to do that. And then Brussels will be entirely on their own. They actually just burnt Kalen, so Kalen may even want us to try to attack them or something. This would actually be a good idea. Maybe. We could at least take meat from them. It's a pretty far way to go, though, just to get a little bit of meat. Maybe better to just burn maybe London or something like that. But either way, getting Kalen is definitely going to be good for us. Now, looking at our prisoners from before, we actually need to hire these sooner. They're just going to end up dying. Looks like this one, yeah, these two both are actually getting pretty close to dying probably. We're going to have to actually check that, if at all possible. But either way, that is a nice addition onto our army for sure, and we'll just sell these guys to the trader next time he comes around. Okay, now here we are at this bandit camp. Let's go ahead and run on in. Luckily, the balance of power is very much in our favor here. We'll send Edric first, just in case. We don't really want Dana to get herself killed. And just send her right behind. Perfect. And yeah, I don't really understand. She's 70, or I guess 71 now, and she's able to walk just as fast as Edric. So I guess the movement speed of your armies or your squads must have something else going on, some other modifier or something like that that's causing some of them move extremely slowly, and I don't really know what causes it. I thought it was age of the commander, but it doesn't seem to be. Maybe it's just age of, like, the slowest warrior or something to that extent. I'm not too sure. But either way, that was no issue, and we'll just send these at opposite towers. It's done a little bit faster. Okay, that took a second to burn everything down, but now Dana can get in here, and Edric can attack these guys as well. It seems like they avoid the fire a little bit better than they used to when these towers first got added, but I think one of ours may have just died from the fire all the same. Either way, we didn't lose very much, and we took care of that. We'll just get home for now, and then we will go back out later and take care of this camp in our region. Okay, it seems we've gotten a new matriarch, so we are reset on our relationships with them. And we have another request for assistance. Who is this? London? Oh, vassal uprising. That could be an opportunity to make them like us a little bit better. Oh, they're actually trying to uprise against Ottawa. Oh, okay. That would probably be very, very good to get involved in. So are they trying to become... Yeah, they're trying to just break free, of course. So let's see. These bandits were bribed by who? By Belgrade. Huh. Well, that's pretty funny. Okay. Deal with that later. The ruler of Ottawa also died, so that is probably why they are revolting then. Okay. Well, we're probably going to want to help them. They will actually really, really love us for doing that as well. And then we can probably invite them to join our kingdom. Let's get home, and then we will go ahead and... Dana is pretty much at the end of her life anyways, so we'll probably just send her out immediately with whatever soldiers are not injured. But otherwise, we'll have to wait until the end of the day and hope that we can get a little bit of medical salves to heal up our warriors. And then we'll send out probably Edric. Look at that. Yeah, he has a 9 command skill. He had 4 when he got to 18. So that is great. We could actually probably get rid of Beta at this point, if I do say so myself. Does she have anything important? I don't think she does. No? Okay. I think we're going to get home. We'll send Beta off to settle one of these abandoned cities, and we'll just have Edric as our main commander at this point. And even once Dana dies, we should be totally fine. Okay, and something else crazy has happened. Look at this. Cape Town is done. They are no more. They are no big issue anymore. Their leader died, Syrah. And now they are led by the 33-year-old Failra. Haha, that's funny. And then Belgrade's ruler also died, and so did Athens. So look at this. This is absolutely ripe for the taking. It may just be a few more episodes, and we will have the entire map under our control at this point. So let's see. Athens fell completely. Where was Athens at? I don't even remember. Is this them? Oh yeah, that's them. So they died somehow. And then We have other requests for assistance. Uprisings and things like that. I think we're more concerned with taking London first, and then maybe we'll consider trying to help Istanbul, but I think they're just too far away. And same with Mecca. They'll probably just end up... Yeah, they'll probably just be able to defeat Cape Town by themselves, maybe. But even if not, it's not really too big of a concern. We can just take them individually later on. Okay, and here we are at the trader again, and we can't really do anything because, unfortunately, we don't have the relation. We can't even buy these tools now. We will buy a few more paper because we have been making some use of that. And let's see. Unfortunately, we still can't replace these books that only Dana knows the knowledge for, so that's a little unfortunate. But either way, let's go ahead. We'll sell these prisoners, and we don't really need too many rings at this point. I think the only thing is that it helps the interest. Yeah, it helps the interest with whoever owns them. But otherwise, you don't really... they're not really too useful anymore, which I like. I'm glad that we don't have to worry about that anymore, but it's also kind of strange that they still exist. But they really don't serve much of a purpose anymore. Either way, we'll sell a few of them and keep a few. Just in case she ends up having like a husband or something show up. And another Caden. This is like the 5th Caden that has shown up. We don't want them. Yeah, I wish they would also change this where the culture that you have xenophobia with probably shouldn't visit you so much, I feel like, but oh well. Either way. Okay, so Dana is home. She doesn't have any sort of infected wound or anything, so we're probably just going to send her off to London. And what we'll probably do is before she actually fully makes it over there, we'll try to send Edric out to join, because the more soldiers that they have, the better chance they have against Ottawa for sure. So we'll go ahead and send Dana now. Let's see, request, send aid, and Dana here. And we'll try to send people who do not have injuries. Look at that. There are quite a few with injuries. I think that some of these are going to die from gangrene, unfortunately. Yeah, there's just so many of them, and we just don't have the medical cells. In fact, I may go ahead and send Neptera back to the trader and buy some medical cells, even though I think that their price is increased right now. Yeah, because look at that. That's like half of our army. Well, probably more than half of our army's strength that will be killed if they all die from those wounds. Let's go ahead and send Neptera over to the trader. Yeah, look at that. 46 each. That is terrible. We'll have to do it, though. And hopefully, let's see. I want to kind of look here. Is there a way to quickly look? Look at that facial injury. Yeah, our people have been getting injured for sure. Yeah, this one already has... Wait, no, that's loss of hand. 1 day, 19 hours. Okay, they're okay. Well, I mean, not okay, but... Okay, so I looked through some of them. I'm not going to look through every single one, but it seems like most of them have mostly fresh infected wounds. So hopefully we can still get the medical salves in time for that before they actually get themselves killed. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit difficult when we can't create the amount of medical cells that we actually need to keep everyone healthy. Yeah, so we really need to improve our relationship with the matriarch, and in order to do that, we're pretty much going to need to take out some bandit camps. So actually, we may just have to have Dana be the only ones who help out London, and in the meantime, we'll send Edric to take care of some bandit camps. But either way, that is probably going to be it for this episode. We'll deal with London and these bandit camps in the next episode. We'll also get ready to send Beta. We could actually probably do that now. Yeah. And then we'll just move the stuff that Beta's doing over to probably Neptera and have Edric take care of a few more things down here. So we'll go ahead, send Beta, 300 gold. There we go. And that's going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.